All right, we're here in Washington, Oklahoma, where we dropped off Gus, and we're gonna go see how it's coming along. So, you see where they're at. There he is. Look how clean that windshield is. It's like it's not even there. Mike's gonna tell us all the problems he's found so far. There's all my stuff. You gonna have to make any new plywood pieces? This must have been down below and go on the side. Is that?
Yeah, that's the side.
Because I don't even remember that.
Well, that's your pilot side panel. This is the front, and that's the center.
These are all the rudder and aileron pulleys. Or, I mean, rudder and elevator, I mean. It's kind of interesting to see it all tore apart. There's all the stuff. How much wiring have you ripped out so far? So this one, that one's glide slope, obviously, right?
No, it's a comm antenna. It could be glide slope too.
Because then I got that little comm antenna right over here.
That's your ADS-B antenna.
And then the one back there, it's a
transponder antenna.
Is that supposed to be bent?
No.
Huh. And then we have this wing thing, which is marker beacon. Yeah, we got to get all these antenna things figured out because I need to know which one does what. So what's your opinion? After a plane's this old, is there a point in time where you think somebody ought to maybe start tearing some of this stuff out and doing a deeper inspection? Because we had never, I mean, would you have caught that fuel leaks?
Oh, you could smell it, so you knew it was leaking.
So you're kind of looking.
So you'd be looking for it. But yeah, at a certain point you need to do a deep dive into them because they never were designed to last, 40, 50 years without going into them.
So we're leaking out of here?
We're leaking through the sending unit, and then you're leaking at the filler neck as well. So there's a gasket on each side.
Right here was leaking a little bit.
Yeah, there's a gasket on each side of that connection there, and you can see it from the back side how much it's been leaking.
Oh yeah, you can see all the right down here. You can see all the staining. Yeah, that's one of those things. It was like that when I got it, and I just thought that was normal. I just thought that it was venting a little bit into the...
Yeah, but most of the time, you'll never catch that because you're never that deep into one.
Not even during annual?
No, because all it's hidden.
I didn't know how far they strip things down in annual, so...
Not that far, because I said it's all behind all that deal. And you've got this...
So we've got all this.
Now this is where I've peeled all the paint back. The tear is up here, is where it is. It was this right here is where it's all coming loose.
So what do you do to repair that?
We can, the actual...
And this is not good either, right here?
No, that's where they had, what they did is, I'm guessing, unless these windows have been changed since the factory, they peeled all the paint. This is still original fabric.
Okay.
They put a new belly in it.
Okay.
And what they did is they stripped paint back to bare fabric, and then put the windows back in, sealed the windows, and painted it. Well, where they sealed the windows, it still was bare fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So where the sealants come loose, it's exposed that bare fabric, and it's starting to deteriorate.
Notice we got a little bit of...
Yeah, that
I don't know
wing
what
walk.
that's from.
That's from this wing walk tank cover flexing. Probably a certain number of these screws are not secure, and so as the wing flexes, it's walking. That cover's moving. On the later airplanes, they've moved the cover to the bottom side, so you never see that no more.
How's everything else checking out on it?
Good so far. I got a new lens ordered from Dan for that one.
Are those supposed to seal a little tighter than they are right here? Because this looks pretty loose and sloppy. And
it is, and you got a gap up here in the front. This one doesn't fit very well, but it's cracked in many locations.
yeah, I can see the big spider crack.
And Dan's new ones are a lot thicker. They're not this thin.
Is Dan at Alexandria?
No, Dan at Mars. Since your exhaust off, it had the 8E clamp on it, but it The muffler is compliant, but the clamp was the one that has the
Spinning too much.
Well, it was too loose, so you couldn't tighten it enough, but it also had the old style clamp on it. So
because I never thought anything about it, because they told me when I bought the plane that you were supposed to reach down there, it was supposed to swing free, so I was like, it swings free, it's good.
No, it's not supposed to be that loose.
Not that.
No.
All right.
And the other one was so tight it couldn't move at all.
And so did you?
I haven't touched it yet.
Okay. So what's supposed to move on this one?
This is supposed to move at this ball joint right here, but it is locked solid. It's supposed to move, otherwise it puts a bunch of stress on this and tears these out and breaks these clamps.
Okay.
So these
I've
are
already
too tight.
lost some bolts right here. I think this is a new bolt right here that they had to put in at some point.
It is, but we'll have to readjust that. It should move with tension, but not be so sloppy or so tight. Cowling wear on that.
So that's just new hose.
And then this bracket here is loose.
Well, this is fuel flow.
That's your oil pressure and fuel pressure.
Sending
units.
Yeah.
All in all, the airplane's in great shape. Just
it'll be even in better shape when it leaves here, huh?
Oh yeah.
What's this thing down here?
That's your fuel pot for adjusting your fuel cinders.
Okay. This definitely tore apart. Gus looks a little ugly right now.
I am going to pull the gear extension springs and make sure they're not worn.
What are those? Those up underneath those ones that?
They're in these. They're in this.
Oh, okay.
They're what force the gear down.
Okay.
And hold the over center.
Anything else you see other than that? It's all good, huh? You putting my speaker back in there? What? What kind of trade-in value I get on that speaker? No trade-in value on my speaker?
No trade-in.
What in the world did they have those in there for? Were they actually listening?
They didn't have headsets, but back then.
Really?
No.
Even in the 70s? I thought they had headsets.
Even a handheld mic.
Huh. That would have been awful. And noisy.